those of you who don't know me, my name's Amy, and today I really wanted to make this video for those of you who wake up in the morning and, let's say, don't bounce out of bed full of gratitude and excitement for the day. Now, this is something that I can relate to really just very strongly. Most people get this impression of me as someone who's just always super motivated, full of energy. I always get told I'm strong for reasons that, to be honest, I'm not sure about, because for as long as I can really remember, and even still to this day, I wake up with just the feeling of exhaustion and tiredness all over, tiredness to the core, so much that it aches. My whole body aches when I wake up. I had a car accident a few years ago, and nothing major, but it left me with, we can label it as chronic pain. And so I wake up feeling pain. If I really focus, just all throughout my body, really it feels like a bone ache, like a soul ache. You know, you're just hurting and exhausted to the core. And over the years, I've learned that we label this as depression. Sure, but I want to let you know that these feelings are something that I can really, really relate to. And I know that this comes to as a surprise. You know, I look like, as I said, someone who's just full of energy. It's just not the case. So for me, this feeling of like a soul aching, soul exhaustion, you know, all throughout your body, it's all interrelated the more that I've looked into it. And I'm not going to tell you in this video, I'm absolutely not going to tell you to try to force yourself to feel differently when you wake up in the morning. I'm not going to tell you to force yourself to feel grateful, though that may work for some people. For me, when I start to wake up and force myself into gratitude and positivity, it feels like bypassing how I'm actually feeling. And at least from my perspective, pain is something that requires our attention. If we look at it from an evolutionary perspective, if there's pain in our physical body due to injury, it's requiring our attention to keep us safe. So I'm not going to tell you to bypass how you feel and to try to force yourself to feel differently. So maybe you can relate to the feeling of waking up in the morning and your brain switches on and you register that you're awake, and your response, your feeling is, oh no, not another day. I can't do this. I can't do today. Literally your whole body kind of screaming at you, I can't do it. I can't do another day. It's going to be a hard day. It's going to be difficult. Nothing good's going to happen today. Nothing good ever happens. It's just going to be more of the same shit of all of the previous days and years, right? And that's how you wake up. I can't do it. And your body is screaming at you, and then we start fighting with ourselves. You know, I have to do it. Maybe we start this battle. Start labeling ourselves as lazy. You know, this is the one that I really torture myself with. This, I'm being lazy. I'm being lazy. Come on, get up. You're being lazy. You know, that doesn't work either. Trying to fight with myself and beat myself up. Because then what tends to happen is your body's just like rebelling, like, no, almost like a child, like, no, I can't do it. And it just all feels so hard. So I'd like to invite you to stop fighting with yourself, to stop judging yourself for how you feel when you wake up, and to stop trying to force yourself to feel differently. I want to let you know that how you feel is okay. I know that maybe everyone around you in society and your parents and your friends perhaps would have the perspective that it's not okay to feel like this, that something's wrong with you, that you're defective, that you need to medicate and change how you feel. Who said that? Who was the first person to make this judgment that waking up like this is bad, wrong, lazy? Get up. Come on, get yourself together, right? So I'd like to invite you to stop judging yourself and stop beating yourself up with these judgments that aren't even yours, that have been conditioned into you. It's not your fault. I really want this to sink in. Trust me, I have just as much of a hard time accepting these words, as perhaps you do. It is not your fault that you feel this way. You did not choose this. Who would choose this? Who would choose to wake up feeling like this? You didn't choose this. It's not your fault. So, this is the first part of my message today. For those of you who wake up feeling so depressed, if we give it a label, tired, hurting all over, whether we label it clinical depression, chronic pain, whatever, if you're waking up feeling like this, I would like to invite you to stop fighting with yourself and stop beating yourself up. That's not the way. I've tried it. Trust me, I've tried it. And secondly, I'd like to let you know that how you handle this is your choice. It's your choice. And I don't want you to start letting society dictate how you handle waking up feeling the way that you do. You can totally choose to stay in bed and stop fighting it and wallow in it and go into it fully and just not even try to get up. Stay in bed for the whole day. I've done that. It's your choice. It's absolutely your choice, and there is no right or wrong decision. There's perhaps a benefit to you, instead of trying to escape how you're feeling, trying to fight it, trying to get away from it, trying to change it. Perhaps listen and stop the resistance. Perhaps you'll even feel lighter and better once you stop fighting. So if that's the way that you choose, you want to lie in bed, that's your decision. I've done that. I've tried that. These days, however, I choose to move. That's my choice. It's not a right choice. There's no right or wrong decision. I choose to get up, mostly really for my son and also for myself. Because I know that long term, if I get up and move, long term I'll feel better. If I get through the day and I've done some things that are productive, I've spent some time with my son, we've gone out into nature and enjoyed things, I know that I will feel better. But I totally get that where you are right now, lying in bed, that flipping that switch, because we know that there's a switch that we can flip to get to the light side of life, the bright side of life, away from this, let's say, dark, heavy, painful side of life that you're feeling right now. It's a switch that we can flip, but as simple as that sounds. Sometimes it requires, literally, it seems like the most impossible thing in the world, and every fiber of your being is screaming, I can't do it, I can't do it. You know that if you just flip the switch, you'll feel better, you'll feel lighter, but for some reason you can't, and that's okay. We know that there are things that we can do to feel okay, but sometimes it just seems like it requires so much effort, so much incredible effort, just to be okay, and that's not fair. Why does it take so much effort just to feel okay and to function and to be, let's say, air quote, a normal functioning human being? Why is it so hard to get to that point of just feeling okay, not even good? We don't want to aspire to feel good, but just feel okay. I get that. But we do know from experience that if we do flip that switch, that bright side of life is waiting for us. So these days I've found what is the most helpful response to waking up feeling depressed, tired, hurting, exhausted with life is to, instead of thinking about the whole day, right, which just seems like an incredibly difficult task, I'm just going to focus on one thing that I can do. I'm going to give myself one task, one very, very simple task. And I bargain with myself like, you would talk to a child, a toddler who is having a tantrum. I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, right? That's how your body is kind of screaming at you. So I say, okay, we don't have to do it. You don't have to do today. No. All you're going to do, just get up, do your morning routine. I have 3 things I do in the morning. I'll link that video in the description. It takes like 10 minutes. Say, okay, you have to do today. Just do your morning routine. That's it. That's it. And then you can go back, lie down. You don't have to do anything else for the rest of the day. Okay? So, if I focus on this one thing, get up, takes 10 minutes. Without even one exception, without fail, if I just get up, I know this from experience, and this is why I can do it now, because I know, no matter how terrible, no matter how much my body is screaming at me in the morning, if I just get up and move around a little, get that energy moving. I'm not saying go do some HIIT workout or some crazy yoga or anything. Just get up, move. Morning routine. Start to feel energy moving through my body. And without fail, I do that one thing in the morning. And you can choose whatever you want. I'm just going to get up, I'm going to go downstairs, fill up the kettle and switch the kettle on. And that's it. Without fail, there's something about that feeling of having accomplished one thing that just sets the momentum rolling for your day. And I guarantee you, if you do that, if you choose, you can lie in bed if you want, to get that momentum going, you'll feel better. You'll think, right, I've done this. Okay, you'll feel a little lighter and you get that momentum forwards, away from that kind of stagnant feeling that we get, that horrible feeling when I lie in bed all day. I tend to just feel like 1,000 times worse, even though that's all I want to do. If I just lay in bed and stagnate, I feel worse. I feel more tired. I feel more hurting. Whereas if I do move, get outside even, then I'll feel better. And I know that I totally get that it requires just a tremendous amount of effort. I do get it. But that's why I'm inviting you to be kind to yourself and set yourself this one task. You don't have to do today, just one task. What can you do? Put the kettle on. And then maybe, I'm going to wash one dish or cup. I can go and put some washing in. And then you start to feel like, I can do this. I can do today. I can do it, because you can. This is the thing that I really want to drive home, and I really want to just say to you to finish. Please remember and know this, because this is something that I wish that I would hear too when I feel this way in the morning, is just for someone to say to me these words. Know this. please remember that you are strong. You are so strong. And really look at me when I say this, and I really, really mean it. You are so strong. Please remember that you are strong and that you can do this. And I know you can do this. I have evidence because you've been doing it for goodness knows how long, how many days or years previously. You've got through, and that requires so much strength, the kind of strength that only we really understand. Okay, not society who bounces out of bed in the morning feeling gratitude and positivity. They don't get it. We get it. We get it. How much strength this requires to keep going like this. So please know this, that you are so strong, so strong, and that you can do this. You can do today. Okay, so what's that one thing you're going to do? Let's do this. I'm just sending you a big hug and lots of love right now. And have a wonderful, kind day for yourself. Okay, that's all from me. Lots of love.